this is Chrissie B with BeautifulCreatives.com. Today is Art Journal Thursday, March 19, 2015. And today I'm really excited because this is my very last spread in this particular art journal, and not only that, but it's the very first time that I've ever filled an art journal from cover to cover. So woohoo! Yay! So thanks so much for joining me today. I started this spread out today as usual with no real plan, except I had found this really awesome chevron tissue paper from Paper Source. It was a little spendier than I normally spend on any of my art supplies, but it was so gorgeous. And I don't know if you could really tell on camera, but it's this really beautiful tealy kind of blue color, and I love it. So I decided to pair that with a cream and black polka dot tissue paper as well, just another one I had in my art stash, and I'm adhering this to my page using some gel medium. Now that I've got my tissue paper exactly where I want it and I've let it dry, I've decided to add some more color with some acrylic paint. I'm using Dina Wakley paint here, and if you want to know the exact colors, as always, go to BeautifulCreatives.com and you could find a complete list of supplies there. So because I still didn't know what exactly I was doing with this page, I just wanted to kind of go with the flow and see what would happen. And so I decided to pull out some stencils and add some more acrylic paints using those. So at this point in the spread, I really like the colors that are going on, but it seems to me that it's a lot of pattern and a lot of texture, and I'm not really sure where to go with it from here. So what I've decided to do is to use some Diane Reevely stencils to add some silhouettes onto my page. And I really, again, didn't have a plan, so I decided I was just going to kind of wing it. I'm using a Tim Holtz dauber. It's one of the small circle daubers that you normally use with the Distress inks. I'm just using it with some of the Dina Wakley paints. And this actually is not black. I think this is the dark blue color, and I can't off the top of my head think of the name of it. But again, it'll be over on BeautifulCreatives.com and it'll be listed there for you. I like the way that first silhouette turned out. It looked like the pattern behind looks like she's got some funky clothes on. I really like that she looks like she's got some chevron tights. So what I did for the second silhouette was I added some white to my dark blue paint and made it kind of a grayish color. And I just want to keep kind of going with this and seeing where it would take me. Because your brain has a natural tendency to want to see things in odd numbers, like 3, 5s, and 7s, I decided to add one more silhouette to this spread just to kind of make my brain happy. And you know, you have to do that every once in a while. And I decided to add one more to make it an odd 3. Now, I had such a kick last week adding art journaling to my spread that I decided I was going to try doing it again this week, but in a different manner. And this week, as you can tell, I am using a fine line bottle, and I have white acrylic paint in that bottle, and I'm just doing some journaling right across all the areas of my spread that are really dark. I really like the way that this added texture, and it also added a little piece of my soul to the page, which I know that sounds really deep, but that's kind of the whole point of doing art journaling, is to kind of tap into what is really inside of you. Now, I actually had to walk away from my art spread for a night. I wasn't sure what to do, and I wasn't sure if I really liked this or not. I was thinking that it might still be kind of a hot mess. On the other hand, I thought it kind of had potential, but I wasn't really sure where I was going to go with it. So I actually slept on it, and the next day I realized I really am actually kind of loving it. Just the different colors and patterns and textures peeking out from the really dark color, and the way the journaling happened, it just was so organic, and I just really ended up loving it. So I wanted to kind of make it seem much more purposeful by taking a white pen. This is just a Signo Broad white pen, and I am scribbling around the silhouettes to kind of make them look like they're more artistic and more purposeful. Next, I will take a black doodling pen, which I believe it's a Pilot Permaball, and I'm going to do the same thing on the inside of the silhouette versus the outside. And I think it just helps it look much more artistic, more artful, more thought out. And again, it also is, I know I repeat this every single week, but it's just a way for me to doodle and to stay in my head and to just kind of let my thoughts flow, so that I hear whatever messages my inner self is trying to tell me. And I just ended up really loving the way this page started to turn out. This is the part of the page where my husband thought maybe there was a homicide that had happened on my art journal page, because what I'm doing is I'm taking some red ink out of a medicine dropper, and I'm just kind of spreading it haphazardly all over the heart of each one of these girls, and I'm letting it drip down the page. To me, this signifies passion and an awareness of the inside being so important. And again, I don't know why this page ended up being so deep for me, but I was having a moment. And even though it does look kind of bloody, my husband walked in the room and said, "Oh my gosh, what happened to your page? It looked like you've had some kind of a homicidal maniac come through." But no, I actually love it. To me, these signify passion and remembering what's truly important to myself. So I just really love this. This sentiment kind of hit two places for me. The passions of your heart are worth fighting for. Keep going. And one, it was because the page itself just really spoke to me. You know, the passions of my heart are important and they are worth fighting for. Keep going. That was important to me, but also the keep going part, because I am officially finished with this art journal book as of this video. So it just reminds me to pick up the next journal, which I do have my new journal. It's ready for next week. It's white and clean and beautiful, and I can't wait to get started in it. But it's reminding me the passions of my heart are worth fighting for. Keep going. And so are yours. Take that message with you. The passions of your heart are worth fighting for. Keep going. So after getting my sentiment cut out and glued down, I decided to use a black scribbly pen, a doodling pen, to scribble around the outside of each one of my words. Very messy, very loose, but I wanted the words more grunged up, so I decided to take a pencil and do the same thing and just be really messy and kind of free about the scribbles I was making. Looks like it's another week of Art Journal Thursday. Thank you so much for watching. I just have the best time doing that. I feel like I've come so far in the last, 22 weeks that I've been doing this. I just feel so connected to you, my viewers. Thank you so much thumbs up and subscribe. And as always, if you think of anything that you'd like me to share in the future, any ideas of techniques that you might like to see on any of my future art journal spreads, please let me know in the comment section down below, or you can go to beautifulcreatives.com and let me know there. I would love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. You guys are the best. Until next week, bye for now.